Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the Pakistan Veterinary Education. My name is Talhafiq and I hope that you are all fine. So today I come up with a new video on the bones of leg or crest region that are tibia and fibula. So let's start from the tibia. Tibia is also called shin or leg bone. Proximal articular surface gradually becomes wider. You can see that it's wider than the distal end of the femur with which it articulates to form a stifle joint. Like other long bones, it also divided into the proximal extremity, body and distal extremity. Now the proximal extremity contain condyles, intercondylar eminence, popliteal notch, cranial intercondylar area, caudal intercondylar area, tibial tuberosity, cranial border of the tibia, and the extensor groove. First, let's talk about the two condyles that are lateral and the medial condyle. Lateral condyle is more prominent, and here a facet on the lateral side where head of the fibula articulates and provides area for the region of cranial tibial muscles. A sesamoid bone in the tendon of region of popliteus muscle articulates with the caudolateral condyle of the tibia. Now on the medial condyle, semimembranosus muscle is inserted. As we have talked about that femur and the tibia articulates to form the stifle joint. There are two menisci which are biconcave fibrocartilage structure, lateral and the medial. These two discs are present between condyles of femur and the tibia. They play an important role to absorb the shock and decrease the friction between femur and the tibia. Now this is the intercondylar eminence. It consists of small elongated tubercles at the highest part and shallow intercondylar area that is cranial and the caudal. Cranial intercondylar area is a depression which is cranial to the eminence. And similarly, caudal intercondylar area is present caudal to the eminence. This notch is popliteal notch. It is present caudal to the caudal intercondylar area located between the two condyles. Popliteal vessels passes through here. That's why it is called popliteal notch. This is the tibial tuberosity. Here three muscles are attached by means of patella and patellar ligament. These muscles are quadriceps femoris, biceps femoris and sartorius muscle. This tibial tuberosity continues with the cranial border of the tibia. It inclines laterally on the body. Attachments over here are semitendinosus, biceps femoris, gracilis and sartorius muscles. This groove is called extensor groove, which is small and smooth groove located at the junction of lateral condyle and tibial tuberosity. Long digital extensor muscle passes through it. Second part of the tibia is body. You can see that proximally it is triangular in shape and nearly cylindrical in middle, and distally it is four-sided. On the proximal medial surface, semitendinosus and the gracilis muscle inserts. Now on the proximal third part of the caudal surface, muscles are inserted, popliteus muscle and digital flexor muscles. Popliteus is on the medial side and digital flexor is on the lateral side. Now this is the distal extremity. It contains tibial cochlea, which is an articular surface. Here you can see that two grooves which receive the ridges of trochlea of talus bone. This is the medial malleolus. Malleolus is a bony projection with a shape just like a hammer head. It is present on the medial side. No, on the lateral surface of the distal extremity, it articulates with the fibula by a small facet, and there is no muscular attachment on the distal half of the tibia. So that's all about the tibia. I hope that you understand the bones very well with some muscular attachment. Please like and subscribe our channel for more informative videos. Inshallah, soon we will come up with a new video. Till then, Allah Hafiz and stay blessed.